Welcome, U.S. Cellular Coliseum. It is a fantastic day for the building and for hockey in Bloomington. Folks, you're welcome to come forward. We do have some seats available still. If you'd like to come forward, we'll just get started here. Feel free to come up and grab one of the seats if you wish. If not, you're welcome to make yourself as comfortable as you wish, wherever you wish. We're just glad to have you here. And again, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining not just on Central Illinois, but on what we have before us here in U.S. Cellular Coliseum. It is a fantastic day for hockey. For those that don't know me, I'm Greg Hallblind. I've been proud to be your media relations director and broadcaster for the last 6 seasons of hockey here in Bloomington, and it is an exciting day in the history here because in Bloomington, we're about to embark on a journey in a great league with very experienced and stable ownership, with a strong management team in place, and that is the ticket for Bloomington hockey, and we are thrilled. Just a couple of little, absolutely, I've never slowed that down. That does deserve some applause.
I can tell you I'm going to be very brief. On behalf of all of our 16 teams in the USHL, Commissioner Prince, who couldn't be here today, all of our owners and our staff, we just want to warmly welcome the Bloomington Thunder to the USHL. The main point I'd like to make with you folks, and it's the main thing that attracted me to the USHL. I spent 20 years in professional sports, all levels, NBA, MLS. I came to the USHL 4 years ago, and the thing that I love about it, and I can promise you, you folks will love it too, is we're going to bring some of the most promising athletes in the country here to Bloomington. They're going to play for the Thunder, they're going to play for the visiting teams, but you're going to enjoy them, and you're going to be really proud of them. You know, you're going to see future NHL draft picks, you're going to see future Olympians, you're going to see future NHL stars. And all of these young men will make you proud, not only as players here with the Thunder, but in their future careers on and off the ice. So that's my message for you. So just in closing, our best wishes to Bill and Gary and everybody in Bloomington and with the Bloomington Thunder. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. Now please welcome to our podium for some remarks from Central Illinois Arena Management, the gentleman who negotiated this agreement with CSH International, the new ownership group. So please welcome from CIAM, John Butler.
Thanks, Greg. What a great turnout. Thank you so much for attending today. And I'll just take a few brief minutes to make a few comments about why we've chosen to partner with such great people in the USHL. But first of all, I want to thank Mayor Renner and the City Council for approving the 5-year license agreement with CSH International. I think that was just a wonderful opportunity for not only the building but the city. And I want to give special recognition to David Hales, our city manager, and to Jeff Juergens, who is the interim city attorney. They helped us work through this process, and we couldn't have achieved what we're announcing today. The building's been around for 8 years, and I think we've been recognized as one of the top Midwest venues in our size of a facility. And you know, we receive a lot of calls from people that are interested in our building, interested in our market. And a few years ago, Gary and I started some conversations about what are some of the possibilities that could occur in bringing a USHL team to Bloomington. And there was a lot of hard work between the folks at CSH International and the league itself to really realize that within about 5 months we're going to have hockey here. And so I'm very proud that you know, we all worked very hard to achieve this opportunity. If some of you, or most of you, I think, have had an opportunity to see the sign outside by the front of the Pepsi Ice Center, and you saw the captain of the St. Louis Blues David Backus on the banner and Patrick Sharp of the Chicago Blackhawks. And I actually think they're playing tonight in the first round of the playoffs. But that just gives you an example of two of the over. I think there's maybe 240 NHL players that had an opportunity to play in this league. So it truly is the future stars of the NHL. But the main reason that I felt it was important for us to make this decision was really two things. It had to do with the ownership group and the league itself. And I've had a lot of opportunity to spend time with Gary and talk about what their plans are, and I think you'll be very, very pleased at the way that they're going to market this team, and we're going to be very proud of this team. Through the process, Gary provided me with a 25-page marketing assessment that really talked about the demographics and the socioeconomic profile of this community, and it really is a perfect match for USHL hockey. So that was really important to us, and I'm sure he's going to talk about the three other hockey properties that they currently own. All three of them are in the playoffs. I think two are in first place. They may be regular season champions, but I mean, they know how to win, and that really got me excited as well. And then obviously the league. You know, this is the first time we've had a developmental league that will bring the best athletes to our town. They'll have an opportunity to live with our families. They'll go to our schools. So you're going to see a unique opportunity where we'll really have the team embrace our fans and our community. So just a great day. And again, love the turnout. It was phenomenal, and I appreciate your support. Greg, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, John. All right, now let's bring in the ownership and the folks that are known as Consolidated Sports Holdings International, and we'll just abbreviate that to CSH International Incorporated. They are the owners of this expansion franchise in the USHL. They are represented today by the CEO, Bill Ewell, and the president, Gary Jelena. And first, this time, would you please welcome the CEO of CSH International Incorporated, Bill Ewell.
Thanks very much, Greg. Nice to be here today. Nice to see so many people. I can't hardly see to the back there. But we know you're there, and we really appreciate you taking the time to come out and say hello today. This is my second visit to Burlington. Isn't that nice? Bloomington. And I'll tell you what, every time we come here, it just feels a little more comfortable, a little more enjoyable, and we've met some fine families, some fine people. We've had a chance to look around the city and to see what's going on, and pretty aggressive neighborhood and pretty delightful neighborhood, and just, I think, tailor-made for the kind of hockey that we're going to be bringing here to Bloomington. It's the hockey I think you'll enjoy. You've seen a little bit about it. You've heard John talk a little bit about it, and Craig, and I think you'll find it to be very competitive. It'll have all the aspects that hockey is known for, good and bad, and hopefully we can get it launched with a little support from the local community. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I just want to say thanks to a few people. The league, this USHL, was very good in working with us and granting us the franchise to come to Bloomington. And I want to thank Skip Prince and Joe for that. The office was really good and supportive. And although our window was a little short to get things rolling, usually some time ago, when we opened up the Everett franchise in Everett, Washington, it was a 1.5 year lead time. But we know a little more today. We're a little better prepared today, and so the short window shouldn't be a real problem. But I do want to thank the folks at the USHL. One of the things that added to the attraction here in Bloomington was this facility here. It's just the perfect size, great location. It feels good. It's a really nice facility. And so we want to thank John for all of the hospitality, John and Bart both, for all the hospitality when we were we were here looking things over and looking around and what it is to offer. So we're pretty excited about coming into this facility. And I think hopefully you folks will be too. Again, when we were here previously, we had an opportunity to meet with the mayor and David Hales over at the city. And gee whiz, they were very, very supportive. And whatever market we go into, we obviously have to cooperate with the local authorities. And they were very, very warm and hospitable on our visit over there. So I just want to thank all those folks over at City Hall for what they did and the support. We had to kind of streamline this thing and move it through fast. So we really needed the support of folks like that. So I just want to thank everybody down at City Hall. I don't know if I have anything else to say other than hope to get to meet you this afternoon. Hope to say hello to you, as many as we can. And if not, I think Greg mentioned season tickets are on sale. And so we look forward to seeing you all throughout the winter, starting in, I guess, September. Thanks very much for coming by today.
All right, thanks so much, Bill. And now I'm going to turn the next segment of our program over to the president of CSH International. We're going to introduce the people that are going to be having a direct impact on what takes place on the ice as well as in the front office. But first, please welcome the president of CSH International, Gary Jelena.
Well, pleasure to be here today and to echo everybody else's sentiments. What a great turnout. Nice to see so many people here for what we feel is a really exciting day. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to talk about, but I think this banner behind me might just say it all. It's not just hockey, it's the USHL. And I think today I want to give you a little bit of perspective on why CSH decided that it's not just hockey, it's the USHL and why we're here. And then I'll turn it over to the most important people that you'll be engaged with over the course of the next 5 years and hopefully longer, our head coach and our general manager. I would also like to thank John and Bart from the Arena Management Group. Without their support and commitment, we would certainly not be here. Started a couple years ago, as John alluded to, and through our conversations, we just felt that having a management group that understands what we're trying to do, understands hockey, and more importantly is trying to work with us, was really key in our decision-making process. And it's one that we hope is a win-win, because if we win and the arena loses, it's not going to work. If they win and we lose, it's not going to work. And I think we've identified and built that. So I want to thank John and Bart. I know Bart's not here today, because without them, we certainly wouldn't be here. We certainly don't take this task lightly. We go online, I read a lot of stuff and understand that this has been a challenging market for hockey. And if I was in your shoes, I'd be asking the one question: what makes us so dramatically different other than our good looks from your other ownership groups? Thought that was an obvious one, but I just pointed out. And so really, what does make us different? Why do we think we can do this? Well, I put some points down that I wanted to share with you. Number one, we didn't have to come to Bloomington. We wanted to be in Bloomington. And that's a very distinct point I wanted to make. The USHL didn't call us and ask us to come to Bloomington. We searched out this market. I think that's a pretty distinct difference from probably some of the ownership groups you've had here before that just got a phone call, hey, come on in the league. As I've said to John and Bart, we didn't need another hockey team. We already own 3. We own a baseball team. We have a sports agency. We have golf courses. We wanted a team in Bloomington because we just feel through our 28-page demographic study we did, this is the right market for us and the right market for the USHL. The second point is we could have had a team in any league. We could have bought a pro team. We've looked at a variety of pro, NHL, Major League Baseball franchises, but as that sign says, it's not just hockey, it's the USHL. We chose the USHL in Bloomington because of everything that John and Bill have suggested. And we're really excited because you are going to see the best players from North America and Europe playing in your building. And I think that's awfully exciting for the people of this community. We've developed a great understanding and knowledge of the business. So when people say what makes us different, It's like having a career or a job. You work at it for a number of years, you kind of figure it out. We've been in this level of hockey for over 20 years. So we're not newbies, we're not figuring this out as we go. We bring a lot of experience and knowledge to this business, and certainly one that we felt quite comfortable, securing a franchise in the springtime to start in 2014, 2015. So we bring many years of experience at this level of hockey, and we think that should help us, both good and bad. Obviously, we've learned along the way what works and what doesn't work, and we think we've got a pretty good formula. I think the final reason is our commitment. We've signed a 5-year lease with the City of Bloomington, the Arena Management Group, and I don't think there's been a franchise here that signed a 5-year agreement. So we're committed to the marketplace, which I think should give comfort to the fans that have supported hockey here for the last number of years, that we're here for the long haul, and hopefully we can live up to the expectations that we're setting for ourselves and setting for you. In terms of why Bloomington, well, there are many reasons, but we narrowed it down to 3. That comprehensive market study proved to us that this community likes to spend money on their events. This building is an awful busy building. I think we were here, there was 3 events in one day, if I'm not mistaken. The demographics prove that this is the right market. It's a very educated market, and now you're dealing with athletes. The primary goal is they want to go get an NCAA Division I scholarship and play in the NHL. I think it's a very nice fit for the demographics of this marketplace, plus the population. It's a great population base for us to draw from. Now it's our work to go and make it happen. The second reason for that is the building. Not only does it sit in the footprint of the USHL, but this is a fantastic building. We hope to get 5,000-6,000 people in here. It's a great place to watch the facility. John and Bart have done a great job, so we're excited about the building. And as I alluded to earlier, the third reason, and one of the most important, was the ability to work with John and Bart and the Arena Management Group was really key. And we've got a gentleman here I'm going to introduce in a minute that said to me as soon as he walked in, this is unbelievable how much these guys are willing to help, because it's not often the case in many buildings. So that's sort of why we're here. The question was, who is CSH? Well, we own a hockey team in Everett, Washington. Ryan Murray plays in Columbus Blue Jackets, was a player for us. We've had that franchise 11 years. We had the Seattle team in the Western Hockey League before that. We have a team in Amarillo. We have a team in Mason City. Had a team in Texas that we've since sold. We have a baseball team in Medford, Oregon. We have a sports agency out of Dallas, a couple of golf courses, a facility management firm of our own. So we know the sports business, and we're fully integrated in terms of how to deliver a good product. Our slogan for this year, it didn't take us long to figure it out. Our slogan this year is best of the best. And why is it best of the best? Number one, it's the best league. This is a stable league with fabulous owners that are committed to getting the best product on the ice, but more importantly, putting on a great show for the fans. We went to Lincoln, Nebraska. Lincoln's not a hotbed of hockey. They average 5,000 people at their building in Lincoln, Nebraska. People love this product. So the league itself is the best. The second is the best players. You're going to see the very best players from North America and Europe playing here. They want to play in this league, and they'll certainly want to play for our coach. And the third reason is we're going to put the best business model we can together. We plan on having a staff of 8 to 9 people to start. We understand that it's sales business to us. It's not a hockey team. We've got to be successful. We've got to go and spend the money to market it properly. So starting tomorrow, hopefully you'll see us around town, and as our people get here to increase our staff levels, I'm sure you'll be seeing them at a lot of community events, and the Thunder name should be very prominent as we move forward. We're truly excited about today, but it's not about me, it's not about CSH. It truly is about having the right people to help you build a business. So before I get into that, I did want to thank the current Thunder staff who've been tremendous through this transition, helping us get people here today. So I just want to give a round of applause to the current Thunder staff, because they've been terrific. We brought in a consultant who's also a very good friend of mine, who's been in the business an awful long time. He gets this business. He's going to help us for the next 3 weeks till Kurt, our GM, lands here next week, and those two will work together with David. And really, you'll see him about town. He may even ask you to open up your checkbook every once in a while, so I just want to introduce him so you weren't afraid that he was just asking for your money. But Pat Dunn, Pat, if you can just wave your hand. Pat Dunn will be working with us for the next 3 weeks. And Pat's just a very good person. So when we talk about staff, really there's a couple of things that were important to us. Number one, and first and foremost, is just good people. And I think the two people we're going to introduce today, they have that nailed. If you put, number one on their list, they're just very good people. And number two is they have to work extremely hard. We ask a lot of our people, we reward our people that work hard, and they've done that. Number three, we look for winners. I think John alluded to it. In the last 2 years, we've won 3 championships. We're on our way, hopefully, to have an Amarillo repeat. So we commit to winning. It's not just something we talk about because we know winning brings fans. Can't do it every year, but we'll do our darndest to get the right people here that are going to be dedicated and put the effort in to make it work. Our general manager comes to us from the sports business. He started in 1994 in the NHL with the Buffalo Sabres. Since moved his way up working with the Sabres organization for a number of years. Managed their building, bringing in events, the Frozen Four and some of the basketball championships, sold out that building for those events. Got into the lacrosse business, the NLL, the Pro Lacrosse League. For a number of years he's been involved in that. He's also been on the arena side. So he brings a great understanding of the business and how important it is to work with buildings, and we're very delighted to have him join us. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our GM and Vice President of our business operations, Kurt Silcott.
Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming out today. We really appreciate it. This is a great turnout. Real excited to be here in Bloomington. First, I want to just also introduce my family. My wife, beautiful wife, Chantel, right down here, and my 2 little daughters, Jada and Shira, in the front. They're pleased to be here. We're really excited to become a part of this community. When I started talking to Gary a while back about this opportunity, we were talking about what we were going to do and where we were going to be. He introduced me to this city, and we started looking into it, and boy, I tell you, we were real excited. And when it got down to it, it really was a simple decision for me to join the CSH team and want to move here to Bloomington and take this opportunity on. And I say opportunity because I do view it as an opportunity. This is a chance for us to do something special for this community, something special for this group, something special for this league. My goal is very simple. I want every other team in the USHL to look down here in Bloomington and say, you know what, that's how you get it done. That's how you do it. I want the rest of them to be copying us. And in 5 years, I expect that to be the case. We are going to work hard, we're going to work with you, and we're going to hopefully make you very proud and make you guys want to be a part of this community and this team. And this is your team, and this is the best of the best. These are the best players you're going to see, and we're going to represent you well, and that's going to be our focus and our goal. So I'm really pleased to be here. I will tell you more about my background. I'll give you a little bit. As Gary mentioned, I started with the Buffalo Sabres. I worked for them for about 12 years. I managed their hockey, some hockey department, the college hockey, the NCAA basketball, and their lacrosse program. So I was running those 3 programs for the Buffalo Sabres. Then I started focusing on lacrosse. I went out to Calgary, and I was the general manager and president of the Calgary Roughnecks of the National Lacrosse League. So we brought that team from low fan bases up to 14,000 fans per game for NLL lacrosse. So my goal always is work hard, you represent the community well, represent the group well, and we'll be here for you. So if you guys, everyone always says my door's always open. My door really is open. So if you are out there and you say, hey, you know what, I want to talk to someone about this team, feel free to give me a call. I'll return your call. I'll answer your call. I'll be there for you. We're moving here next week, and we're going to be here for the long haul, and we're going to make sure this thing's a success with your support. So I want to thank you again for coming out today, and hopefully we'll see you on opening night. Thank you. The last person that's going to speak here, I'm not sure if he's last, but he's certainly very important. This guy, I just met him the other day, and he's going to be your head coach. And I'll tell you, this guy's got fired. He has got fired. He's in the middle of a playoff run right now as we speak, and he's going to get us into some playoff runs as well. So please come on up, Dennis Williams.
I'm a little smaller than the rest of them here, but first off, thanks very much for coming out today. It's been a great couple days right now. My wife Holly's here with me, and give a little wave there to everybody. We've been up here now for about 24 hours looking for homes, and our 2 daughters are back in the Texas Panhandle right now. And believe it or not, it's our first really trip away from her daughter, and our youngest one dislocated her elbow. She's 2, so mom's been busy on the phone in the hospitals and the doctors. So we have to get back first thing in the morning. But it's been absolutely a great time so far for my wife and I. And I can assure you, from a standpoint of a family, we're truly excited about the move and coming up here and being a part of this city. Before I go into a little bit about, I'm sure everyone has questions about the players and the team and the type of coach that I am and what to expect. I'd like to start off by thanking Mr. Yule and Mr. Jelena. These 2 guys have been absolutely terrific to not even myself but my family. I've been working now with CSH for 4 years, and when this opportunity came about, and I was talking with Gary about it, it was a no-brainer for me. First-class group to work with, and here we are going on, hopefully another, for myself, another 5 years with them. And I know the ball's in my court to run with it, but I surely have been very, very grateful for their business side of partnership, and more importantly, their friendship. So thanks to Mr. Schillen and Mr. Yule there as well. Myself, I've been very fortunate in hockey. I played college hockey at Bowling Green, and I was fortunate enough to do my graduate work there as well and receive my master's degree. And you know what they say, if you're not very good at playing, you got to get going into coaching. And I've kind of, my road came to an end right after playing college hockey, and I thought the next best thing for me was to get into coaching. I love teaching, I love coaching, and my undergraduate degree was in to become a teacher, and for me it's the best of both worlds. Hockey's a sport I love near and dear, and to be able to leave college hockey and get the opportunity to be a graduate assistant coach at the Division I level. I kind of went around a little bit there and got my first job as a Division III head coach at Newman College and built that program up, and ventured back into the Division I world at Alabama Huntsville, and back at Bowling Green is where I finished up my college coaching. It was the interim head coach there in the CCHA, and then obviously had the opportunity to move over to CSH here, and it's been absolutely terrific. And throughout the time, I've kind of kept a simple policy in coaching, and we've been very fortunate enough, because again, I've worked with great people and great coaching staffs, is finding the right players, and for the city here of Bloomington to understand that, I kind of gauge, kind of my own expectations in 4 kind of areas, and one is we've got to recruit the right kids. As it's been alluded to, our players will be going to high school here, some of them. Some will be going to college here in town. But the thing with our players, and I think why we've had success in the Texas Panhandle, is that we've brought the right kids in, kids that have bought into it, kids that have the goals and vision of going to the next level. And the one thing we want to do is we want to find great character kids. One of the things I don't really do well with is guys that don't have a vision or a goal. We're here to move players on to the college level, then from there they go on to pro hockey, and nothing's changed with that. The character of kids, the work ethic, their involvement back into the city is going to be huge. One of the things that I'm probably most proud of in my 4 years in Amarillo is that every year they give a community involvement award in the North American League, and for the first 3 years straight we've won that award, one of our players. But we've given back about 1,000 hours each year while I've been a coach in the Texas Panhandle, and I truly believe that these players need to be involved. They need to get out. They need to stay busy. You need to see their faces, and I know the one nice part of junior hockey is we kind of joked about always in Amarillo was you read about him in the newspaper doing good things, and we kind of joked you never see him in the blotter, and on Sunday mornings, and our kids are straight arrow, and like I said, they're here determined to do something great, and they want to get back as well, and we want to put a good product on the ice. The second expectation for myself, and I think for this program is simple, is we're here to move players right on to college hockey. We want to be the best at it. In the North American League, where I'm coming from, we have been the best at that part in the last 4 years, and we take great pride in that. Is we want to continue to move players on and give this as an avenue for future NHLers, as you've heard today, as a place they want to call home, and then move on from here to college and on to pro hockey. So the two expectations that, just to recap, is again finding great character players, and two, moving them on. Third is I think why I get along so well with our ownership group is I absolutely love to win. It's not a win at all costs, but you know what, I surely know that when you recruit good kids and kids with a vision and a goal, these young men, that you're going to have a great product out there. And I truly feel that the winning will take care of itself. I'm really excited about what we have coming up. In terms of new players coming in. We have a draft coming up in 3 weeks' time, and I can assure you that right now myself and my assistant coach are diligently working hard on that, trying to balance out obviously our playoff run in Texas right now, and preparing for the draft come May. And the last thing is the involvement our players get involved with, in the city. We are big on giving back. And I say this openly, any organizations that need our help, we're a phone call away. This is what we're here to do. These young men, I go back to myself as a junior hockey player and think about all the times that I'd get woken up on Sunday morning and have to go and do an event or whatever it may be. But you know what? That's part of the life of this hockey program. It's not sleeping and playing your video games and hanging out. And you know what? There's some responsibilities when you come here and play for us. And one of the things we will do is be highly involved. And I know Kurt mentioned on it, and he knows he can make as many calls. But our guys are here to help. I truly believe it's a two-way street. A lot of organizations want, but it's what I've learned in this as well, is we got to give. And it's a two-way street. We help each other out here, and I think the on-ice product is going to be something that every fan here is going to enjoy. So the type of players, what to expect? High skill, speed, guys that want to compete, guys that want to battle, guys that play for 60 minutes. And it's going to take. I know some people out there might have some doubts on it. I went through this at our last job and my current job, and we were just saying last night at dinner, if you were to poll the fans back home what brand of hockey they've liked, whether it was the North American League or the old pro team there, I know they're going to tell you right now this is next to none. And this level of the USHL, as Gary's alluded to, the best of the best. Every kid will want to come and play here, and that's what's exciting about it, is that we're going to get the top players, we're going to get the high-end skill, the guys that work, guys that are determined. We have tendered one player. I don't know if Gary minds me telling him right now or not. We've tendered a player from the team I'm coaching right now, the Amarillo Bulls. His name's Tyler Gernhofer. He's committed to the University of Vermont in the Hockey East. He led our league in scoring this year, and has continued to do it in the playoffs. And so as I said, he's our first tendered player we have, and I think it's a great sign that, again, we have the access of getting the top player of the North American League coming in, and he's a proven goal scorer, one that obviously we need to fill the net out there, and that's how we win hockey games. But we're very excited about him joining us, and a player that I've coached for 2 years, and all this player has done is won. He won a national championship last year, South Division this year. He's moving on, and one of the things we need to do is continue to bring in winners and build off winners, and I can assure you that's going to be our goal here. So I can promise you what you're going to see is a hard-working team, one that battles and competes hard for 60 minutes, a team that has great character, a team that gets involved, and as well as a team that wants to give back. And at the end of the day, there's going to be some highs and lows. And as coaches, we always say we got to keep them kind of an even keel. And all I ask is throughout it is that your support, your friendship, and in return, you're going to have the same thing obviously back from us. And like I said, I'm very excited. I saw the video here. You get goosebumps. I want to get going on this right now. And the venue, the arena is just fantastic. And I know for a fact that my wife and I and our kids, Emerson and Elise, we're very excited to come to Bloomington and make this our home, and this is what we're going to do. We're here for the long haul. We're here to put a great product out, and again, I really appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and I know you won't be disappointed. Oh, question?
Yes, I can hardly wait for opening night.
All right, there we go. Good end of that.
I intend to buy season tickets, but please tell me what's the date of opening night?
Ooh.
Talk about training camp, the schedule's not.
Yeah, the schedule's not set. How we work it here now is we'll have a training camp come up, a trial camp, probably 2 of them here because of the fact we're starting from scratch, and that will start probably mid to late May or early June. I haven't got the finer details of it, but as soon as that happens, we'll get that out to everyone so you can come see firsthand just the trial camp, and it will be open, and you know, you'll be able to meet some of the players, and by that time we'll have our draft completed, we'll have our tendered players, and probably a little social here for everybody as well when we get things settled.
Last week of September.
Last week of September. All right, so this is when the season starts. Yeah.
Lady who asked for the season ticket and the schedule was a former mayor, and she fought a hard battle to get this arena.
Yes.
So when you talk hockey in Central Illinois, you got to really thank her.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Thank you. All good. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Just a quick note, we do have the season ticket forms back there. Bus trip forms for this weekend's trip to go see a USHL playoff game at Dubuque, and not the least of which we have lunch back there. So yes, I got the biggest cheers of the day, I think, so far. But we're glad to have you here. So big thanks to CSH and CIAM for providing us with some goodies. Media members, you're welcome. One-on-ones are available, and obviously all fans, you are welcome to contact the staff here. But media members, you're welcome to talk to any of our people, Joe, Gary, Bill, Dennis, or Kurt, and give us a call. Thanks for being here today, and we can't wait for the season to start. Thank you again.